Okay. Hello, beautiful Earth Angels, Cycle Breakers, Alchemists, Empaths. This is Jill Kempner, and I'm known as the Angelic Pain Relief Expert, and I am so happy to be here with you. Well, my parts are a little nervous, but I'm happy. My soul is happy. Happy Friday, happy Lionsgate portal. Tomorrow I am offering an Abundance Vortex Activation with the Archangels, which I am beyond excited about. So whether you would be there live or connect with the replay, we'll all be together, and the power, potency, and healing potential, Abundance Vortex Activation potential will all be encapsulated in that 1 hour offering over Zoom, right? Through the replay and live. Okay. So abundance begins with remembering your divine worthiness. At first, I want to say that who am I here to help, and what's my mission? So my mission is to heal the pain of the world one soul at a time. And the best way that I can do that is in my one-on-one coaching programs, in my 6-month coaching program. And of course, I have multiple ways to help people and serve, but that is the way that is creating the most transformation for people. Simultaneously, I love talking about what I do and sharing what I do, so I'm becoming more transparent about that. This year, I took a lot of leaps of faith, and one was to elevate my title and step into being a pain relief expert, an angelic pain relief expert. And let me tell you that I'm in a season of redirection. So I want to be really transparent today, because say hi if you're here, because I've been teaching about abundance all week, right? And the frequency of abundance and the ingredients of abundance and activating the abundance vortex. And I don't want to teach abundance as though it means everything is always flowing exactly as you want it to, in the way you want it to. So right now, my business is actually in a season of redirection. Enrollment has been lower than I wanted. My views have been lower than I wanted. I don't have as many coaching clients as I know I'm ready to serve and can serve. And I'm going to tell you the truth, right? That has activated some old scarcity in me. So I do believe my soul last Saturday on August 1st, it was just interesting how that day evolved. We were actually supposed to have a block party, but it was raining here. So we rescheduled the block party. And in that, it opened up a 12-hour day. Like we were planning on being outside all day and listening to music and eating, food with the neighbors and just, all of that. And we didn't do it. So we ended up space clearing. And in that, and, as I was praying and connecting with my soul, kind of, it was a day off. It was a free day. I heard that I was going to do an 8/8 activation, and I was like, you know what? Yes, let's do it. And I put it together and I put it out there, and I was like, okay. And I realized our soul sets us up to do the things that will create the most impact, right? Will create the most shifts and change and healing and transformation, right? Because our soul is always pushing isn't the right word, guiding us, leading us, redirecting us to our highest timeline. Okay, so that was a download. And so, yeah. So old scarcity, right? Scarcity from my childhood, scarcity from probably most likely past lives has been activated. This whole week, right? Like as I focus on abundance, and the ingredients of abundance, gratitude, radical acceptance, unconditional love, everything that's not that is coming to the surface. So this can be scary to our parts in our ego, right? And there's a part of me that does not want to talk about this. Like, this is taking a lot of courage to come in here and admit all this and tell you all this. And it's coming from a place of self-love, because the purest part of my medicine, when I can share all of the gifts and positive high vibrational frequencies that are meant to come through me, I have to be raw. I have to be authentic. I have to be transparent. So because that part thinks I need to be successful all the time, that I need to have it all figured out before I can teach abundance, that somehow my worthiness is determined by how many people enroll, how much money comes in, how successful something looks from the outside. But here's what came out of my mouth before I went live, because I was sort of like talking myself into it, It's like, that's exactly the spell I'm breaking. And I was like, ooh. There was my priestess medicine coming forward. So because abundance isn't pretending, lack never gets activated, right? I grew up in lack. I grew up in scarcity. I grew up in poverty consciousness, right? And it's interesting because we're in a universal year one, right? 2026. I mean, we're in the Lionsgate portal, right? The 8-8 and all the energy of prosperity, power, and presence. But last universal year one, which was 2017, holy moly, there was oh my God. I mean, first of all, I'm a completely different person than I was then, right? I was still a single session massage therapist and a yoga teacher and in excruciating pain, right? I tore my knee, I tore my shoulder. We had $60,000 in credit card debt, and we were just like, I was like, what? And I'm trying to start this whole brand new business. And now I look back at her, I could almost cry, like how brave she was, like how courageous she was, right? To keep showing up and putting one foot in front of the other and, talking about what I do and sharing it. And yes, I've refined it, and I'm in a new refining, a new direction. And it's been a lot of doors closing, actually, opportunities closing. Again, low enrollment, low views, all of that. And so whoever is watching this, and whenever you do, thank you for loving me, trusting me, investing in me, and investing in yourself, right? You're not investing in me. You're investing in you. You're investing in your transformation. You're investing in your healing. That's what I'm going to be talking about moving forward. But right now, we're going to keep on with what I was talking about right now. So I'm breaking the spell, right? For me, abundance is being able to recognize when scarcity or unworthiness gets activated and having the practice that brings me back to myself, right? And that's what I've been doing with this ingredients. Let me see, the ingredients of the abundance vortex. Because I was like, okay, angels, I know that we're moving towards unity consciousness, unconditional love, and abundance consciousness. Hi, Lucy. Namaste. I know we're moving in that direction. And we do that through these three frequencies. These three frequencies, when we embody them, activates abundance consciousness, activates our abundance vortex. Gratitude, radical acceptance, and unconditional love. So abundance consciousness isn't saying I never have lack, I never have scarcity, I never have poverty consciousness. No, I never have unworthiness. It's like, let me shine the light of gratitude on this part that is hurting, on this part that is feeling less than, feeling not good enough, feeling ashamed. So thank you. Thank you for listening. So gratitude reminds me to look at everything that is here. And it's been such a powerful practice, right? Of focusing on everything that's going in the right direction, everything that's right, everything that's good, everything that's a blessing. And I do, it's like an instant, like, elevator, right? Elevation of your frequency. So so can I be grateful? Well, I'm grateful for the redirection that's happening. Can I be grateful for the part of me that's scared of that? The part of me that is afraid to stretch, the part of me that's afraid to put myself out there, the part of me that's afraid to talk about what I do in a different way, and to pause offerings and and talk to doctors. Actually, that's what I keep getting. I keep getting a message that I need to talk to doctors and other healthcare professionals and alternative medicine healers, and talk about what I do in a slightly different way that opens more doors. And I'm in the process of that right now. So there was something else I wanted to say. So back to the frequencies, right? Can I radically accept that I have a part that's in lack? When I look at, right, the numbers, when I look at the numbers, when I look at the metrics, right? It's like, yeah, totally. Can I radically accept it? And what does that mean? It means to have, I think about radical acceptance. Why is it radical? Because it's bold. Like, it's so bold. It's unabashedly bold and brave to sit with the darkness, sit with the shadow, sit with the pain, accept it and love it, and even stretch to be grateful for it. And I know that was this beautiful download because I felt a little like, I felt that again, that tearing up inside of me. So yeah, it's a practice. The abundance vortex is a practice, right? So what could kickstart your practice, what could empower your practice, what could motivate your practice is this abundance vortex activation, right? Because we do need the support. One of the messages I've been receiving from the angels is stop doing it alone, right? Stop DIYing your life, right? The mind that created the problem cannot solve the problem, right? We need outside eyes, and not just of a mentor, right? Like a coach or a mentor or a teacher, but also of the divine. So when I was tuning in about this divine worthiness, it's like when we practice gratitude, when we practice radical acceptance, when we practice unconditional love for ourselves, our pain, our wounds, our problems, our issues in the tissues, we step back. Like, the true abundance is that we are worthy, right? That we're not separate from source, and we are worthy to receive all that is good, right, and true, all that is in alignment for us. And yes, will something have to die? Will something have to end? Will something have to break? Will something have to release? For sure. And that's why I created the Abundance Vortex Activation. And that's why I'm excited to leave you through. So before I got on and doing this live today, I sat with the activation itself. Like, I always have a general idea, but now I was like, ground it. I wrote all the notes. My class is ready for tomorrow. I'm excited about that 60-minute moment in time. And why not invest in yourself to be in these frequencies, right? The more we spend time in these frequencies, the more we keep our mind open, our heart open, our aura open to the golden opportunities, to the abundance, to the miracles, to the medicine. And so tomorrow, what we're going to do, hi Lauren, we're going to talk about the 8 energy, right? The frequency of the 8 and how it's actually also the infinity symbol. We're going to talk about the ingredients of abundance, and then you're going to receive a beautiful abundance vortex activation. It's going to be recorded. And everyone who enrolls will have replay access. It's $48. And that includes the live class itself, the live workshop itself, the live activation itself, the replay access, and a free ticket for a friend. I mean, talk about abundance. It's all good. So was there anything else my angels wanted to say? Oh, yes. Let me slow it down for a minute. So gratitude reminds me to look at everything that is here right now, everything that's going in the right direction, right? The health, the wealth, the abundance, the gifts, the medicine. Radical acceptance allows us to say, this is where I am right now. Yes, I have a future vision, right? And a plan and a goal and results I want to achieve. But something my coach says so many times, right, is you can't get to that next version of yourself till you fully accept where you are right now. That's what radical acceptance is. It's fully accepting yourself as you are. And there's a neutrality. When I was thinking about this, thank you for reminding me of this. When I think about accept, I was like, how is radical acceptance different from unconditional love, right? And what the angel said is, well, first of all, it's bold, right, to radically accept. But the acceptance has like this kind of like neutrality, like the Zen-like equanimity, right? Where there's no resistance. Unconditional love to me is expansive, right? It's expanding. It's infinite. It's abundance, right? So that's the difference in the frequency, right? So radical acceptance is saying, this is where I am right now. I don't have to love it. I don't have to like it. I don't have to stay here, but I also don't have to fight it, right? So it's releasing the fight, releasing the battle, releasing the resistance. Yeah. And unconditional says, I love myself here. This part, this wound, this pain, this fear, this lack. And I don't become worthy or more worthy when another client hires me. I don't become more worthy when somebody buys my class. I don't become more worthy when my bank account reaches a particular number. I am worthy now. No outside circumstance takes away my worthiness, diminishes my worthiness, hides my worthiness. So my divine worthiness was never up for negotiation. I love that. And so when we consistently practice gratitude, radical acceptance, and unconditional love for the heaviest of heavy, right? For the darkest pain, for the deepest wound, that's when we begin to elevate, transform, heal, activate, right? When we consistently practice gratitude, radical acceptance, unconditional love, we feed the abundance vortex, right? And I'm being guided, I'm hearing this right now. Of those 3 frequencies, for those of you who are live, those who are watching the replay, which one are you vibing on? Which one would elevate you? So, and then that's when when we're in that abundance vortex, when it's activated, when we feel it, right? That's when we become available to the ideas, the opportunities, the miracles, the blessings, the clients, the money, the support, the resources that we couldn't access or necessarily see when we were staring at what was missing. So right now, I'm choosing to see this season that I'm in, not as evidence of lack, but as a sacred redirection. And that feels good. So I don't know exactly where this redirection is leading me, but I do trust it, and I trust the abundance that is connected with it, aligned with it. And I want to say this, your abundance vortex doesn't begin at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning, 8/8, right? It begins the moment you say yes. So if you want to join me, I would love that. I invite you. This will be the last portal day activation thing that I do for a while because of this sacred redirection. And I'd just love for you to join us. All that information is on my website. The best way that I can serve you right now is through my coaching programs. And the way to find out if we're a good fit, find out how, right? The step-by-step process of how I'm going to get you those results is through my free consult, the Angelic Pain Relief Consult. And I would be just honored to have that beautiful, heartfelt, compassionate, abundant conversation with you, to support you in getting clear on what your pain is really saying, right? The physical pain, the emotional pain that you may, right? The lack that you may have been spiraling with and through for decades, lifetimes, right? I'm going to share what your angels are saying about your pain. This is going to create a moment of relief. And then together we will create your roadmap to relief. And I will share how, the step-by-step process, and how we will turn that pain into peace, turn that pain into medicine, turn that pain into a gem, right? A gift, a blessing. And if we're a good fit, I'll share the details of my coaching programs with you. So I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to be sending this replay in my newsletter. So if you're not signed up for that, go to jillkempnerhealing.com and you can sign up for my newsletter at the bottom of the every page in the website. And then you can also see the upcoming, yeah, you'll be able to see the Abundance Vortex and some of the other offerings. There will be some changes going on in my website and my schedule. So look for that because it's going to be exciting. I love you. I appreciate you. Happy, right? Enjoy this. Whatever you decide to do tomorrow, just be in the energy of gratitude, radical acceptance, and unconditional love, right? Whether you join us through the live Abundance Vortex, through the replay, whether you're watching this a year from now, this replay will be available for purchase if you end up watching this video 2 weeks from now, because understand that even when it's not 8/8, the potency, the power, the presence of all the healing is encapsulated in that moment in time. So whenever you listen to it, it's going to benefit you, right? It's going to bless you. It's going to bring miracles, golden opportunities, abundance, all the things. So that I'm confident of. So I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Okay. Lots of love. Bye. Bye, Lauren, Lucine. Thanks for being here. I was thinking, should I pull a card? You know what? I'm going to show you. God, I've got so many cool cards today. I really want to show you Marielle. Manifest for the highest good. Work with pure love. And 3 of my cards had the same color with a glowing heart. And this is it, right? It's all about the heart. These frequencies, gratitude, unconditional love, and radical acceptance are all heart medicines, heart frequencies, right? So the heart is where the abundance starts from. I love that. Okay. I'll see you soon. Namaste and love.